Brothers and sisters, the event of Jesus' ascension, recorded in the first chapter of the Acts Apostle, serves as today's first reading. In the first reading, mention a person called Theophilus. Who is Theophilus? Theophilus means friend of God or lover of God, the one to whom Luke addressed his gospel and the Acts of Apostle. His identity is uncertain. It may be only speculated from the liturgy convention of the time and the purpose of which Luke's Acts was written. It has been suggested that Luke wrote to a Christian audience and that a name with this meaning is a generic term for all of Luke's Christian readers. Appropriately, the book would then be addressed to any friend of God who want more detailed and accurate information concerning the origin and the meaning of his faith. From the Gospel, Jesus was taken up into heaven and sat down at the right hand of God. From the Catechism, by the Father's right hand, we understand the glory and honor of divinity, where he who exists as Son of God before all ages, indeed as God, of one being with the Father, is seen bodily after he became incarnate and his flesh was glorified. The ascension of Jesus was the last time Jesus completed his earthly mission. No longer led his disciples around cities and villages, no longer preached in synagogues or temples. He is no longer about physically and curing disease, exorcising demons, forgiving sins, and performing miracles in Galilee and Jerusalem. The redemptive mission of Jesus' incarnation has been accomplished, just like the seeds has been scattered on the earth, and the work of sowing is over. The next step is to see how the seeds germinate on the land and how people carefully irrigate, weed, cultivate, and harvest. Therefore, the ascension is the end of the mission of Jesus Christ and the beginning of the mission Holy Spirit acting through the Church. The biblical account of the ascension focus not so much on the details of the event as on the mission Jesus gave to his disciples. What is the ascension message or the mission? In our first reading, Jesus asked his disciples, "You will receive the power when the Holy Spirit has come upon you, and you will be my witness in Jerusalem, in all Judea and Samaria, and to the ends of the earth." The Holy Spirit comes upon all of us through sacrament, especially through the sacrament of confirmation. Because we also receive the Holy Spirit, we too have a duty to be witness to Christ. Also in today's Gospel, Jesus further asked his disciples and us to go into all the world and proclaim the good news to the whole creation. Jesus further assured his disciples and us of the divine assistance, the divine power accompanying us when proclaiming the good news. This mission is given to all believers. To be a Christian is to be a proclaimer and an evangelizer. There is difference between preaching and proclaiming. We preach with words, but we proclaim with our life also. As we celebrate the Lord's return to his Father in heaven, his ascension, we are being commissioned to go forth and proclaim the gospel of life and love, of hope and peace. By the witness of our lives, let us renew our commitment to be true disciples everywhere we go, beginning with our family and our parish, living in a manner worthy the call we have received. We should ask the Holy Spirit, especially this week, leading up to the Feast of Pentecost, to come to our assistance and to help us to be true witness of our faith and the love of Jesus. Brothers and sisters, in a short while, we will receive the Eucharist, the same true Jesus ascended to heaven and sat down at the right hand of God. Although our limited perception might find him absent, he is fully present among us in every moment of our lives. Let us ask Jesus to accompany our journey of faith. Let us ask Jesus to come to our aid when the trial of life feels too heavy to bear. Let us ask him to remind us that he will come again in glory, the same glory in which he rose from the tomb, and the same glory in which he ascended.